I don't really know what happened in the month of March. However, I do have a book from each category to tell you about. So let's jump right in with my March wrap up. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week. I know I've missed a week recently, but we're here with 2 this week, so that works out fine. March. Yeah. So I don't really know what happened, I'll be honest. I had a buddy read that I was really excited about reading. Took me longer to read than I thought it would. And yet I ended up reading a whole ebook in one day. So yes, let's talk about the buddy read first of all. Because this is Preloved by Lauren Bravo, which comes out in the UK on the 27th of April. So this is a part March wrap-up, April TBR, 27th of April. So this follows Gwen, who gets, not made redundant from work, but she leaves her job and ends up volunteering in a charity shop instead, and basically has a list of like getting her life together. So she's gone through a rough breakup, she's having some friendship issues, she's got a bit of a strained relationship with her parents, and so she's trying to use this volunteering session in the charity shop to get her life together, and we just sort of follow Gwen's journey. But what's really nice about this book is that it is interspersed with little items from the charity shop. It was all tabbed up, that's why there's one tab left. I hope you appreciate the fact that I matched the tab with the spine. So it's got like here's shoes, and then we've got, the next one must be the one before, tie. So things that are dropped off at the charity shop, and we get an insight into those things. And sometimes we see the thing be dropped off and then the thing bought, and sometimes the things have a connection with Gwen somehow, and so we sort of get to know Gwen through these objects as much as we get to know Gwen through her having the objects in the charity shop that she is in. So it was really interesting, and it shouldn't have taken me so long to read, but essentially I just didn't read the pages that I was supposed to read during the week, and just it came at a really busy time for me. I was in the process of like painting an entire house, and so yeah, get ready for this background to change sometime soon. But I really enjoyed it. I highly recommend it. It was something quite different to what I normally read, and yes, 27th of April it comes out in the UK, and isn't it pretty? So there was my paperback, the one paperback that was also my buddy read. And then the other book that I actually read from my March TBR was The Daughter-in-Law by Fanny Blake, which I was supposed to read the month before as a buddy read, but I realised I hadn't actually requested it from NetGalley, so I waited and read the audiobook of it this month. Again, I just didn't seem to have time on my own to listen to this audiobook. Normally I would commute to work each day, but I ended up not having the car multiple days because it was in and out of the garage, and then Ollie had appointments, and then there was like strike days and things. It was a whole thing. So the tagline for this one is secret second chances and new beginnings. And if you like those shows where it's just like a drama, oh my goodness, this one is 100% for you. Because we follow Hope and we follow Edie, the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, and their lives. And that both of their lives contain secrets, and they are kind of pretending to be people who they are not in their own ways. And that's about all you can say about this book without giving spoilers, but oh my goodness, lots of drama. The audiobook was great. The only thing it did that I didn't like was when they do a phone call and they make it sound tinny so that they know that they're on the phone, and when I'm driving in the car I can't then hear that part where the phone call sounds tinny, and so I miss out on some of the bits that are revealed in those phone calls. But other than that, I thought the story was great. But maybe if you are listening in a car, think about doing another form of audiobook instead, because it's really hard to listen to those tinny phone call recordings when an audiobook does that. Really don't like when it does that. And then one which actually comes out in May, but I requested this one on NetGalley. It wasn't even on my radar. It wasn't on my April TBR, wasn't on my March TBR, wasn't even on my 23 books that I want to read in 2023 list. But saw it pop up on NetGalley, got it, and just sat down and read it because I was so excited to read it. It was exactly what I needed to read at the time. And I absolutely loved this book. So here is the US cover. This is Imogen, obviously, by Becky Albertalli. Becky Albertalli is a favourite author of mine. She's another author that I've been lucky enough to meet. All three authors that I've told you about in this video, I have been lucky enough to meet. So here's the lovely, like, pink and cute US cover. Now, I like it. I like it a lot. However, I feel like the UK cover ties in slightly better with Becky Albertalli's other books, so like the whole Creekwood series. And so I don't know, I'm really torn. Let me know your thoughts. So this is YA Imogen. Oh, she's having a bit of an identity crisis. So she goes to visit her friend who's already gone off to college, who's already at university. And it was the two of them and a third who were really good friends together at high school. And the two who are still in high school are still obviously very close. And Imogen met this friend through the school's Pride Club, where she is a very staunch ally for the LGBTQ community. And this is where they met, but she's always been like, you know, the straight best friend. So she goes to visit her friend at uni. Her friend has found her clan. She has found her group of people who are all part of the LGBTQ community. And so Imogen is quite intimidated by this and begins to question her own identity. It's not helped by what her friend at uni has told her new group of friends about her. And this is where Imogen sort of starts to unravel a little bit. I just love this so much. I mean, it should be obvious because I read it all in one day. But it was just wonderful to sort of see the way she was questioning, wonderful to kind of like still deal with those friendship issues that happens when you go to different universities, when you move away from each other, all those friendship issues that happen automatically when you have a group of three friends. Like, I've been in a group of three friends when I was in secondary school. It did not work out well. Still ended up in a group of three friends when I was at uni. I'm only friends with one of them now. It's a whole thing. And so this was very interesting for that reason. Highly, highly recommend. It comes out in the UK, I want to say the 10th of May, but the 10th of May, 8th, 9th, 10th, I think is a Wednesday. So maybe it's the 9th or the 11th, depending whether we've kept with the US publication date or just gone with the UK Thursday. But yes, loved it. UK, US, pretty good. And so there we have it. I read 3 books in the month of March. I read 3 books for the third month of the year. I was tying it all together. However, I did read an ebook, a paperback, and an audiobook. So I'm still quite proud of that. I don't know where the month went or why I didn't end up reading more audiobooks. Genuinely, I'm sitting here and I'm a bit baffled. Can't really tell you. So yeah, here's hoping that my April TBR, which I will leave linked in the end screen, is a little bit more successful, but I can't say that it will be. I have a review of Imogen actually coming up on the blog closer to publication date. Same with Preloved, that is also coming up on the blog closer to publication date, and hopefully I will have for you at some point this week or next week a review of The Daughter-in-Law. Blog is linked in the description box below. As always, please do let me know what you read in the month of March. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next bookish content or a couple of book versus movie videos coming your way very, very soon. But yes, I will see you with my next video. Thanks for watching.